I have this belief, and I do believe that most of the coaches inside of this group do share it as well. And I came across this very interesting quote by Jim Quick that says, the answer is in the asking of the question. Yeah. One of the thing about coaching is it's one of the most challenging to explain unless you experience it. Yeah. And when you have been, when you ask the right question, it can have such a powerful impact on your life. Yeah, the right question can bring you a huge amount of clarity, yeah, in your business. The right question can bring you a huge amount of clarity in your relationship. The right question can bring you a huge amount of clarity in your decision making.
Hi there, Adrian here, and this is a video from a Zoom session that we do. We do these Zoom sessions every Sunday and we take questions and answers from the audience, some of our students, some of our members. We never know what questions are coming up, so I'm always excited to do these sessions and I hope to see you at one of them. Make sure you hit the subscribe button below and check out the other playlists that we have. Thank you, enjoy.
All discoveries, both great and small, are realized by asking questions. Thinking itself is nothing but the process of asking and answering questions. Most of what we do day in and day out is ask and answer questions. So, if we want to change the quality of our lives, we should change our habitual questions. When we are sad, lonely, angry, or stressed, we ask ourselves these empowering questions regularly, such as, why life is so unfair? How could God do this to me? What's the use? Why even try, since things never seem to work out anyway? Remember, ask and you shall receive. If you ask a terrible question, you will get a terrible answer. However, our mental computer is ready to serve us, and whatever question we ask, it will surely come up with an answer. Why me rarely produces a positive result, while how can I use this usually leads us to turn our difficulties into a driving force to improve ourselves and the world. That's the beauty of asking empowering questions. They bring us to an irreplaceable resource, answers and solutions. So, how questions work? Questions, hmm? Questions accomplish three specific things. Question immediately change what we are focusing on and therefore how we feel. If we ask ourselves, how come I'm so stressed? You will focus on, look for, and find references to back up the idea that there is a reason for you to feel stressed. If instead you ask, how can I change my state so that I feel relaxed? You will focus on solution. Even if your brain initially responds, there's nothing I can do. But if you persist with a sense of certainty and expectations, eventually you will get the answers you need and deserve. There's a big difference between an affirmation and a question. For example, when you say to yourself, I am happy, I am happy, I am happy, this might cause you to feel happy if you produce enough emotional intensity and change your physiology and therefore your state. But on the other hand, sometimes you affirm all day long and not change how you feel. Instead, if you ask what I am happy about now, what could I be happy about if I wanted to be? If you keep asking questions like this, you will come up with real references to focus on that do exist for you to feel happy. Most of us needs to realize the power of memory management. We have treasured moments in our lives, and if we focus on them and think about them, we could immediately feel wonderful. Perhaps it was the birth of a child, your wedding day, or your first date. Questions are the guide to those moments. If you ask yourself questions like, what are my most treasured memories? Or what really great in my life right now? You will start thinking of experiences that make you feel absolutely phenomenal. And in that phenomenal emotional state, you will not only feel better, but you will be able to contribute more to those around you. As you may have guessed, the challenge is that most of us are on automatic pilot. By failing to control the habitual questions we ask consciously, we limit our emotional range and thus our ability to utilize the resources at hand. So, what is the solution? The first step is to become aware of what we want and discover our old limiting pattern. Next, ask ourselves, if I don't change this, what is the ultimate price? What will this cost me in the long run? And how will my whole life be transformed if I did this right now? Interrupt the pattern. Create a new empowering alternative with a set of better questions, and then condition them by rehearsing them until they become a consistent part of your life. Learning to ask empowering questions in moments of crisis is a critical skill. But if we value learning highly, we might be willing to answer our own questions. What can I learn from this situation? How can I use this situation? And by doing so, you will change your focus, your state, and the results you are getting. Question change what we delete. Human beings are marvelous deletion creatures. You and I have millions of things going on around us that we can focus on right now. Unconsciously, the mind can do all sort of things, but consciously, we are limited in terms of number of things we can focus on simultaneously. So, the brain spends a lot of time prioritizing what to pay attention to, what not to pay attention to, or what to delete. If you are really feeling sad, there's only one reason. It's because you are deleting all the reasons you could be feeling good. And if you are feeling good, it's because you are deleting all the bad things you could be focusing on. If someone asks you, what's really lousy in your life now? Then you may be compelled to answer, regardless of how ambiguous the question is. If you don't answer it consciously, then the question can stick in your mind unconsciously. On the other hand, if you are asked what's really great in your life and you keep focusing on the answer, you might find yourself feeling excellent immediately. Our life experience is based on what we focus on. The following questions are designed to cause you to experience more happiness, excitement, pride, joy, commitment, and love every day of life. Remember, quality questions create a quality life. I would say that if we really want to create a shift in our lives, make these questions a part of your daily ritual. By consistently asking this question, we will begin to create the new highways to the emotion of happiness, excitement, pride, joy, commitment, and love. So the third is give the gift of questions. Once we know how to ask empowering questions, we can help ourselves and others. We can give these as a gift to other people. Yeah, once we know how to ask empowering questions, we can share with other people and we can empower them. So, what questions would be useful for you to ask yourself regularly? Two of my favorites is in the next slide. So, two of my favorite questions, which are the really simple one, which really helps me. And these are my questions are, what's great about this And another one is, how can I use this? These are my two favorite questions and very simple. They help me to turn around any challenges that may come up in my life. They are, what's great about this and how can I use this? By asking what's great about this, I usually find some powerful positive meaning. And by asking how can I use this, I take up any challenge and I turn it to a gift. So these are my two very nice, powerful questions. And yes, I do it almost every day. So what's great about any situation and how can I use that situation, even if it is a critical, challenging, or even it's a happy one? So please use this question. They are really, really powerful. Maybe the last slide. So remember that a question not asked is an answer not given. When we take the time to ask the right questions, we are already on the road to self-discovery and unlimited self-improvement. The process of asking the right questions will undoubtedly increase our overall personal value. And there is only one person that can ultimately improve the quality of your life, and that person is only you. So please take care and ask powerful questions to yourself and the people around you and find that power within you. Thank you so much.
Boom! You made it here! Good on you. Make sure you click the subscribe button below and check out the playlist at the end. If you'd like to come along to our Sunday sessions where we host a live, free Q&A for our students and members, you're welcome. I'll see you there.